Hello and welcome to this new video. In this episode I'll be doing a review on the Nike Mercurial Touch Victory goalkeeper gloves. So from my Instagram story, if you don't follow me, my Instagram is WillPhillipsHD. There will be a link down below. If you don't follow that account, I would highly recommend you follow me, just so you can see the updates on videos, new releases and stuff like that. But anyway, on my story I put if you would like me to do a review on the Nike Mercurial Elite, I think they're called. But anyway, they weren't in my size, so unfortunately I couldn't get them, the Elite version. But instead of not bringing out a glove review for you, what I thought is I'll try out the lower version, the Touch Victory, and see how they compare to the more expensive version. So in this video, this will be kind of a review slash comparison from the Touch Victory, the about £70–80 goalkeeper glove compared to the 150 Mercurial Elite, I think they're called. But yeah, I'll just go through the different materials used and all the features and review of this glove. So if you take them out of the plastic wrapping, you can see that I got these in the Volt Yellow, I think they're called, with the black outline, and these look really nice. So like I said, these aren't the Elite gloves, these are the Touch Victory. So they are a bit different to the Touch Elite version of these gloves, and here is how they're different. So this glove here, the Touch Victory, has neoprene on the backhand, so it stretches around your hand. That provides a really comfortable fit and kind of like personalised fit of the glove, as it can stretch if you have bigger hands, or just like give a nice compression if you have smaller hands. This glove also has a soft latex foam on the palm, which offers great grip and ball feel. So this glove, so like I said, as I've never really tried Nike gloves before, I'm not really sure on the latex of their gloves, but I've heard that they aren't the best in wet conditions. But if you do pre-wash them and keep them nice and not wet, but keep a little bit of moisture in the latex, the grip will be amazing. So let's get these gloves on and I'll show you how they fit. I recommend when you're putting these gloves on, as I have seen a lot of reviews where they rip down here and just above this almost pull tabby bit here, that what you want to do is kind of roll the bottom up like that, as it provides a bit more structure to the gloves. And then what you want to do is actually then put the glove on like so. It will be a bit tight, as it hasn't got a strap. It does need to be a bit tighter around your hand, just so it doesn't feel loose and come off. So it will look a bit awkward and also feel a bit awkward putting the gloves on. But then once you have the gloves on and you just roll down the bottom like so, they feel really nice. I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's not much bunching of latex, and I was expecting them, because of how tight they need to be on the hand as they haven't got a strap, that these bits in between the fingers will be really tight and put a lot of pressure on your in between your fingers. But in fact, I'm really surprised at how comfortable these gloves actually are, especially as they're the cheaper version, so I wouldn't have thought they would put as much effort into keeping them nice and comfortable and the right fit and stuff like that. But I'm actually really surprised at how much effort Nike have put into their cheaper gloves. Not saying that these gloves are cheap, as they're around £70–80, but I do like the effort that they put into the lower level gloves and not just the high top level range gloves. So as you can see, you've had a good look at these gloves, and on the front of the glove has a small Nike logo down here, which is just it's not lasered into the latex, it's just almost printed on the latex. So after a couple of uses, that will probably wear off. It looks quite nice with the yellow palm with the contrast of the black on the bottom. So along the sides of the whole glove, it has a black kind of stretchy, I think it's nylon material, but I'm not too sure. But I think it's the same material that they use on the Elite version of these gloves. So the difference between these gloves and the Elite version, which I'll leave a picture on screen now, so you can straight away see it. So the backhand of this glove is almost a neoprene material. It's a neoprene material, but it doesn't look, it almost feels like a cottony kind of material. Whereas on the Elite version, it is like a rubbery, I think it's still neoprene, but it's a different kind of like layout. I'm not too sure on materials, but yeah, this glove has 41% latex, 38% neoprene, 17% polyester and 4% nylon. So I'm not too sure where all these come into it, but like I said, it has got a stretchy side to molds around your hand, and the backhand feels really nice, and the stitching feels really strong and comfortable, so you don't need to worry about that ripping. But like I said, when you put the gloves on, you do want to make sure you fold this up, as it is prone to ripping along the sides and the bottom here. So as I've mentioned, the materials of the Touch Victory gloves, the materials in the Touch Elite gloves, which will be on screen now, have 71% latex, 13% nylon, 13% polyester, and 3% polyurethane. So to many of you that will not make any sense whatsoever, but to those who know materials and to those who know different parts of the glove, basically it means that in the areas that the glove has weak spots, the Pro glove has longer lasting material. So therefore the Touch Elite gloves, so the more expensive ones, will last a bit longer than these just because of the material they use. But also the Touch Elite gloves, not these ones, the more expensive ones, have the Nike All Conditions Control, or the ACC technology, which provides consistent control in wet or dry conditions. So the Elite glove has the ACC Palm, which means it has optimal shot impact protection in both wet and dry conditions, whereas this glove has a soft latex foam on the palm for added grip in conditions. So it won't be as good as the ACC technology, but it should be around the same. I'm not too sure if they use the same palm or use the same latex, as it's a bit, as there are no clear descriptions on any websites for this glove, and I can't really find what materials they specifically use for the palm, but as I don't really know Nike that well, but I'm sure the latex isn't that different. But like I said, the Elite glove does have the ACC technology, so it'll be a bit better in dry and wet conditions. First impressions of this glove, I'm actually really surprised at how it fits. As you can see, sometimes it is a bit loose down here, but that's literally just this tabby bit at the bottom. But here on the wrist and then all the way around and up the glove, the fit is really tight. So that isn't a negative, it's positive, as the glove will stay on your hand and it will provide a really nice fit for when you're in goal. But what I have noticed just from playing around with the gloves is that, I'm not sure how to show you this, but this bit here where the side of the thumb, most goalkeeper gloves has a wrap thumb, so therefore when you're holding a ball, if you can imagine a ball in my hand like that, the top of the glove where the black bit is will actually be touching the ball, and as that's just a neoprene meshy material, that will not provide any grip to the ball and it will slip. So if you catch a ball, the top where your thumb is will not provide much grip to the ball whatsoever, as the latex doesn't wrap round and hasn't got a surface area on the ball. So that is one negative I have seen about these gloves, and I can imagine being a negative. If you actually have a look on the box itself, at the bottom here, it does say that the durability rating is 3 out of 5. So they are being a tiny bit honest on saying that the durability isn't the best. Yet I would probably say a 2 or 3, like they said, but probably a bit lower than that actually. The impact defense is apparently a 5 out of 5, and the grip is a 4 out of 5. And I have tried these gloves with the ball, and from first impressions, they're not the grippiest out of the package compared to Adidas gloves, where they're super sticky and tacky out of the box. Whereas these gloves will need a pre-wash to activate the latex, and then hopefully they'll be a bit more grippy. But I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these gloves just because of the durability and just because of the style. I'm not really too sure if I like the fit enough to keep them, as I much prefer gloves with strap and a wrapped thumb latex. So I'm not too sure if I'll keep these, but yeah, I'm really happily surprised at how Nike have made these gloves, and also happily surprised with the concept of these gloves, as they can only get better. As I really think a glove with no strap is a really good idea, but they just need a bit more technology going into it to figure out the right fit and the right materials to use. So as I've not tried these gloves in a match or in training or whatever, I can't really say how well they perform, but from first impressions and the review of them, from unboxing them and just playing around with them, they do feel actually really nice. But I'm not too sure if they will last as long as I want them to. But if you buy multiple of these, or if you have spare money or just spare gloves, that you can just almost throw away these gloves after a couple of weeks or months, I'd highly recommend going for them, as they are really nice. And also the concept of having no strap feels really nice on the hand, and it's just a cool thing to have. So thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe if not here. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.